Famcast Media. Bitch.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Other psychiatrists. It's Sunday night. You know what that means. You are now tuned in to the longest reigning podcast in the Pigsniverse. Pigs fucking radio. One lonely piggy bees, because Zach is a fucking bitch and you're not here because something happened to you and you're acting like a little bitch. So we wish him well. So he has an owie or some shit. I don't know. Got something stuck in his whatever the fuck. So couldn't be here today. You're a bitch, Zach, but I love you. Till next time. And fucking Wops, I don't know. Something happened. I don't know. He's sick or some shit. I don't know. Hopefully it's not COVID, but allergies, man. Shit's going around right now. Everyone's sick. Well, Wops is a sick-ass fool that's not here. It's all good, man. It's all good. I brought pigs into existence. I'm going to keep doing this motherfucker until I can't no more. And I had a long day in the sun in Santa Anita. Shout out to everyone who came out and partied at Fiesta de Santa Anita. It was lucha libre. There was live performances. There was carnival rides. There was michelada vendors. It was kind of like a michelada rumble, which is happening on May 4th. Make sure you guys pick up your tickets at micheladarumble.com. It's kind of like that, but a little more like watered down. So on the 4th is going to be a raging good time. If you love some beers and micheladas and lowrider cars and lucha libre and the sun, get your tickets. Come out and hang out. Hang out. Maybe Zach might call in. I don't know. Zach, if you're not like, I don't know, if you don't have sand in your vagina, maybe you can call in at 909-475-7449. I see D. Ron all the way from Jersey, the Dungeon Podcast, already chiming in. Cody Rhodes, man. We are on the cuff, or right at the end of WrestleMania weekend. For those into the wrestling, it just happened. 2 full nights of lucha. It was insane. D will talk about it on Wednesday at Turnbuckle in Time. The brand new 2nd season of that podcast is out now. If you guys like lucha libre, wrestling, and all that shit, you guys can tune in. D, I don't even know where the fuck we even listen to that thing. Where do we tune in at? Let me know. I just know you call me up on Wednesdays and I talk for an hour about wrestling. So you guys check that out every Wednesday night from the Dungeon. Hey, is it on that same network? Let me know. But Turnbuckle in Time, I think it's on YouTube and Twitch. I don't know. I'm sure D will call in or text it right here on the stuff. You can tune in to all the podcast platforms on all video. Okay, there you go. You guys can tune in wherever you guys get videos from. Just type in Turnbuckle in Time. But shout out to Cody Rhodes. He finished the story tonight, so it's good stuff. But we are continuing the story with a band that we have in. This is the return of the Howling Faith. Back to Pigs Radio.
Howdy. Thanks for having us.
Welcome back, everyone. A little bit different. Tonight we are actually live on Instagram on top of everything else. So we're hitting it hard. But number one, thank you guys for coming back. And shout out to Oscar Mike Grito for hooking us up and getting us reconnected. Check out the Mike Grito Industries and their podcast network. Oscar out there doing cool things in the podcast community. I think he has like a handful of episodes already out. I promise, Oscar, I'm going to listen to one of them. I promise. It's just been a little busy, you know. April, concert season's happening. It's just all kinds of shit. I think I won't be not busy until the end of April. Actually, until maybe May. It's going to be wild. Coachella's coming up, and I'll be working out there for 2 weekends, so I'm excited. And trying to squeeze in as many Pigs episodes as possible. The Howling Faith, obviously been here once before. Friends of the Pigs. It's been a little while, so I think we need to have another little icebreaker. We can go around the table. Let's get some names. What you do in the band. And, of course, you've already done it once. I need to squeal for me again. You either squeal for us like a little piggies that you are now, or you give us a pig's call. We'll start going this way.
All right. I'm Laura Ishida. I'm the lead singer and bass player for the Howling Faith. And I'm going to just be boring and play it safe, and my squeal is oink, oink.
Aw, that is a cute oink. Yes. Welcome back, Laura.
Thank you.
All right, across the table, who do we have?
I am Danny Rodardi. I am the guitarist. and
Squeal for us.
doink doink.
Doink. I don't know if that's a throwback to wrestling for Doink the
I don't
Pound.
know.
Oh, okay. No, it's not. Okay, I got all excited for no reason. And then you guys are short a member as well as I am, but he's actually chiming in all the way from Alaska. Who do you have right here?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jaime Ramirez. I'm the drummer for the Howling Faith.
What's up, Jaime? I was
What's up?
really surprised to hear that you are now longer in LA County. You decided to go to Alaska. You just not having it. Didn't want to deal with any of the fucking riffraff and like, you know what? Instead of going to Hemet and dine with all the other cholos, you decided to go way up north and go to Alaska. What the fuck, bro?
I'm one of 10 Mexicans up here.
I believe it, and I'm actually surprised there are any Mexicans out there. Really? You're like one of 10?
It seems like it, man. Yeah, I think I can count on both hands how many times I've spoken Spanish to people, and 2 of those 8, 9 times was at a restaurant. You know, there's
Of course.
a couple of cool Mexican food restaurants, you know, that I had to find, and I found a couple nice ones. And yeah, the people there speak, and so it's kind of cool to be able to, you know, kind of keep it up, because we were doing some other interviews in Spanish a couple months ago, and I felt like an idiot because I felt so out of practice.
Yo no hablo.
But, yeah, it's kind of odd to find somebody up here that speaks Spanish.
Number one, you said there are Mexican restaurants in Alaska.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
Yeah. Well, there's Taco King, not King Taco.
Oh man, you got the bootleg version of that shit? Are you kidding me? Look, man, if you're not fearing for your life that you're gonna get mugged and stabbed out in East LA ordering your burrito, I don't want it, bro. It's not the same. It doesn't taste the same. It is not on the same level. So tell me about Taco King.
Taco King is actually pretty good.
Oh,
you know, like
okay.
They keep it authentic. The people in behind in the kitchen are mostly, you know, Mexicans, man. Like, and some of the people I hear have been at these restaurants. So there's like maybe 4 or 5 throughout Anchorage. And a lot of people that work there have been there for many, many years. So it's one of those old school type vibes, man. Like, the food's pretty yummy. You know, I have to say. A lot of Mexican restaurants up here though use black beans, and I'm like, oh no. It's just that no black beans, you know. But birria is hard to find up here. There's a couple spots that try, but it just doesn't hit.
They try it with moose.
So
Moose birria?
Moose birria or yak birria?
Yeah, you know, no moose birria. Nobody messes around with that. You know, that place, Taco King, has buche and cabeza. Like, they have like all the meats, you know, which is surprising. So, you know, they have pozole, which is really yummy. I'm like, wow, okay. I could dig it, you know, like, so there's parts of home here, you know, at least that kind of makes me feel better sometimes, you know. Comfort food always works.
There you go.
But then, yeah, like Danny said, you know, there's a lot of people up here that hunt and gather, and so, you know, they shoot their moose and they eat it, and then they'll go out to the ocean and fish out 120-pound halibut and cut it up and freeze it and have it all year. It's pretty amazing.
That is wild. I've never been. I want to go. I mean, is that where they have those Northern Lights at stuff? I mean, the sky gets all crazy, right?
I saw him back in October. Very lightly, though. It was only like 15% visibility. But dude, shit like that will change your life.
I love that. I love that you had the percentage right on point. Like, no, that was only 15% visibility on that. Like, shit! Like, there's numbers to that. I felt like I learned something.
But when you see the pictures of them all bright, that's like 80%, 75%. So it was very faint, but it's enough. You know, it was enough for me to go, damn, this is beautiful. You know, it was like, I never thought I would. And, you know, actually I plan on going out sometime in the next week or so to try to find it again, because right now it's about that time, but you got to drive out a couple hours, you know. But you can find it up at Hill, you know, like there's a mountain called Flat Top outside of Anchorage that I went to go see it that one time. And, you know, you wait a few hours, you're there at 10:30, and by like 2:30, it's right there, you know, but you can see it little by little pop out. It's pretty gnarly.
Damn, that's a lot of effort for some lights. lot of effort.
Yeah.
So tell me, now that you are far, far, far away in a different galaxy in the fucking land of ice, how is the project moving right now? Because there is new music from the band right now, a song that just got released 2 days ago. We just opened up the show with a brand new song released about 2 months ago, right?
Right.
I mean, fuck, the band is going, but yet you're not here. So how has this transition helped the band? I mean, has it been obstacles? Not the button I was looking for. Has it been easy? I mean, obviously with the internet and Skyping and I'm sure it's not the same as having someone in here. But I mean, how is this all working for you guys?
Well, I mean, it's definitely we're rolling with it, right? We're rolling with just the changes and the transition, and obviously we support Jaime 100%.
They're about to drop you, Jaime. They were talking shit earlier, like fuck this guy and his moose. We're gonna fucking get a LA drummer who likes not moose.
Who likes the concrete drummer? No, but I mean,
this one eats carnitas.
Yeah, no, but luckily before Jaime took off to Alaska, what was it, in June, right, of last year, Jaime?
June, yeah, it's been 9 months, almost 10 now.
We had just wrapped up recording 4 new songs with our boy here, and so we're so happy, and we look back and we're like, fuck, like it's awesome that we actually decided to do the recording when we did, because Jaime, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it happened really quickly, right? Your move to go out there was a job opportunity, and I don't want to speak for you, but and I'm sure we'll get into that later. But yeah, no, we've just been rolling with it. Obviously it takes time to release new music. It's the recording process is obviously the big piece, but then there's the whole other promotion piece and getting the songs, ready to see the light of day. And so that's definitely bought us a little bit of time. We haven't played out. We're going to start playing some shows in about a month or so, or actually a couple of weeks. But this whole time it's really just been focusing on putting the new songs out. And so we have actually 2 more new songs that we're going to be putting out later on this year.
Are we going to put a giant TV in the background where the drums would go? And are you going to Skype Jaime in with his drum set? Or what's happening? Is he flying down? Is he going to be part of the group still?
Oh, Jaime is always going to be a part of the group. We're family,
Disregard everything I was saying earlier. That didn't happen at all. Wink.
But yeah, no. For now, we're having Tom King, who Jaime. He's going to be helping us play, and this is a drummer who we've known for a number of years now, and so. So there was that relationship and acquaintance there with him, and so he's stepping in to help out. But yeah, Jaime and us, Danny and I, we've all talked about, maybe Jaime can fly out and do some shows, but it has to make sense for you too, right? Like you're not just going to come out for one show. It'll be like if we can put together like a string of shows that are, kind of back to back.
Makes sense.
Whether it's here or it doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be here in LA. It can be somewhere else.
Could be in Alaska.
It could be in Alaska.
That means you guys
There's
have
a
to go up there.
lot of joints up here, yeah. That'll totally be good fitting.
Yeah.
You said, what was the gentleman's name again?
Tom King.
Any relation to Taco King at all? Just curious.
Ooh, wow. Coincidence or not?
That's a coincidence.
Right. Wink. Or was it?
I know.
Or was it? So Jaime left a year ago. These songs have been brewing, and you guys finally got them mastered. You got 2 out so far.
Yes.
So that means there's 2 more in the chamber ready to come out.
2 more. Yep. Yep.
And we got to listen to one, and then we have another track that we're gonna play in a little bit, and that one just got released 2 days ago.
2 or maybe a couple of days ago. So yeah, sometime this week. This
2
past
plus
week. Yes.
plus days ago.
Yeah.
But fairly new.
Yeah.
So far as you're releasing these tracks, obviously the time has changed and everyone puts out singles and no one puts out albums anymore, EPs or they release all of their stuff first and then combine it all together and make their Megazord album. I don't know. It's a weird time in music. I don't get it, but I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, that's been a conversation with us. It's like we've moved away from the days of like, okay, we're gonna go into the studio and block out like a week to record a full album, worth of songs. We're recording in batches and doing what we can, but really like for a band like us, that's not really, we don't have a heavy following, and we're still kind of like a baby band as far as that goes, where we're still trying to expose our music to new people. It makes sense to just do the singles, stagger them and release them, one at a time. And then eventually maybe we combine them into an album. But, so it's kind of like this hamster wheel thing. Like you're just constantly, if you want to like stay relevant, which at the end of the day, you do what you want to do, right? We're not here to
1,000%.
Yeah, but
it's a weird rat race, and you're racing against everyone else and yourself, but you're not, but you are.
Yeah, yeah.
I totally get it. I mean, the hamster wheel is the best analogy, because if you're not grinding, you're not doing anything, and you got to be putting in the work. And I mean, everyone who has a phone, who's on whatever media, thinks it's so fucking easy. This is like a fucking... Okay, number one, being part of a band is a fucking job. Number two, putting in the time and effort to put in fucking music is a fucking job. And then if you don't have any PR and you are the PR, holy fuck, is that like beyond overtime of stressful 90-hour fucking a week kind of job on its own, because that relates to imaging, videos, just everything. And these videos, just to edit, takes so long. To get a fucking 15-second fucking video, I mean, you're looking at, I don't know, a couple hours at least, for sure. Like, unless you're a super fucking whiz and get it done even sooner. But I mean, it takes time. It takes time.
Yeah, no, you're definitely you're hitting the nail on the head with that, and it's been a grind. And if you work a full-time job and you're trying to pull all this off on top of that, so which is a situation that that we're in. So it's just nah. But we keep going. We do it because like at the end of the day, we want to create. We want to
Absolutely.
We're musicians, and so we just go back to doing it, because. ¿Qué más nos queda?
That's right.
Like, that's who we are.
As soon as you said we're musicians, I got into that whole video on TikTok. We're musicians. Of course, we're not gonna pay three. I don't know if you've seen online, but there's all these videos of like people saying what they are, then acknowledge the obvious. I think you guys should do that. But definitely, you need to love this stuff. I mean, a lot of people go into it, even like when they come here to California, and they think they're gonna be rock stars or superstars and everything else under the sun. Like, it doesn't work like that. There's people who are putting in multiple years of fucking grind and effort and sweat and tears and being broke and all this other shit just to try to make it. 90% don't.
Right.
And you're living off a dream.
Yeah.
And I find it fascinating. I mean, even with me here, it's just having that passion to commit to something and keep going. And knowing, not putting any type of money, financial stuff first, but of course, it has to make sense, right? If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars. And you can't be coming out of pocket all the time, but I mean, it's just the love kind of helps fill the dollars a little bit, and kind of like, all right, I'll spend money here. I can do this, or I'll put in more time here, or whatever. I mean, it's a fucking grind for sure. So, I mean, I commend you guys and any band doing this shit, because obviously, with the time, with the times that changed, especially after COVID and all that shit, like even the way we get our music is different. I mean, people are kind of doing vinyls again. No one's doing CDs, kind of. Everyone's going to cassette tapes. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I thought we're in this digital age of everything being so crisp and clean. Everyone wants to go backwards all of a sudden. Like, oh, nostalgia's cool. Let's go ahead and there are more vinyls now in store versus CDs. There are no CDs in stores anymore. I'm like, wait, what? What happened to CDs?
It all comes full circle, and it's like the pendulum is always swinging, right? From one extreme to the other, and so I think that's where we're at right now, and it'll probably come back around to like CDs are going to be cool, like in 20 years. So
I'm just waiting for ADATs to come back into style.
I never got into the mini disc era, but I always wanted a mini disc player because I just thought that was so cool. Like, oh shit, you can see the CD inside a little mini disc. That was a Sony thing.
Yeah, that went for like a year, didn't it?
Yeah, it's been crazy in my lifetime to see certain technologies come up and then fall flat. I mean, there was HD DVD disc, and then obviously Blu-ray won that thing. The mini disc came and went away. Cassette tapes have come and gone away. Reel to reel, if you're into that radio shit, like that shit was a thing, and that shit was real, and that fucking went away. So now it's all streaming, and the capabilities is endless. Because now we're gonna have Jaime streaming in through fucking Skype, playing live at these shows. By the way, when are you guys playing? Where should we be getting our tickets from and going to go see you guys?
Danny.
We're playing the 17th of April at the Sardine.
Where's that at?
That's in San Pedro.
Oh, okay.
And then we're playing the 28th of April at Spin Lounge in Whittier.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say, like, I've heard of that.
That's going to be a duo set, duo night, two of us.
Oh man, no Skyping in?
No Skyping in.
Okay. Not
Sorry,
this time,
Jaime.
Hyman. Not this time.
I'll Skype in and play bongos.
Oh, see, there you go.
Or just snap your fingers a lot.
Yeah, good snappers.
What else do we have? We have another few shows, right?
We have Cinema Bar in Culver City on May 9th.
Oh shit, you guys got a plethora amount of shows going on.
We've got
the Santa Barbara one.
Santa
We have
Barbara.
a brewery up in Santa
Figueroa
Barbara.
Mountain Brewery in Santa Barbara on May 31st.
Santa Barbara looks so nice out there.
I used to live out there.
Yeah, it's so good. It's a different vibe. Definitely, you got that hella vibe out there. I don't know how else to say it, man. That's that fucking up north stuff, but it's so cool.
And yeah, I mean, it's like super. Well, I don't know when I was there. I don't want to date myself, but it was a little bit ago.
It's
but, yeah.
not that far up north.
Yeah, it's central. It's like, yeah. But for us, right? It feels like
it's still Dodger territory, right? It's not Giants territory, right?
No, I think they kind of
Is it really?
halfway. Or yeah, when I was out there, I lived out there for about 5 years, and so yeah, I kind of was like 50-50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just depended on who you.
Right on the edge.
Yeah,
Right on the
cusp.
edge. God damn. Okay, so where can we be following you guys to figure out, keep these dates in mind, or get our tickets, or keep in contact with the band about new music? Where do we like? Where do I poke? I like how you deadlocked me in the eye when I said, "Where do I poke?" I like that. See?
Boink. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, The Howling Faith.
All together, one word.
Yes,
Oh, good job.
The Howling Faith. Facebook, if you want, we're still on there. That's.
El face.
It is what it is.
Cheeseman book.
La raza is all over the face.
Yes. Our website, thehowlingfaith.com.
Okay.
We're on Spotify.
Yeah.
So
YouTube's.
YouTube
yes.
and I think that's the major ones, but and then all the major streaming platforms our new music is on there too.
You could also probably through our website you can get on our mailing list, email list.
Nice. Sign up, guys.
Sign up, go on our website.
Yes,
You can get
that's
some
the
free
best.
downloads and give us your email, and we'll be in touch with you and poke you with some
Oh, goddamn. See? Now we talking.
Danny's returning the favor.
info.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll allow it because I put it out there first.
Yes.
Put it out there. So you guys need to follow the band, The Howling Faith, across all your favorite social medias, thehowlingfaith.com. You guys need to be on it so that you can see they're coming to a town near you, Santa Barbara, and there was a couple other cities I already forgot, but I just remember
Culver
Santa
City.
Barbara.
San Pedro,
Culver City,
Culver
sorry.
City.
Boyle
Boyle Heights
Whittier.
in the summer.
Oh shit, Boyle Heights. Now is Danny not Skyping in for any of these at all right now?
Danny or Jaime?
I'm sorry, Jaime. Sorry. I was deadlocking with Danny earlier.
No.
Damn.
That was going to be filling in the whole time.
Jaime, I'm sorry. You already got replaced. There's already like a half a dozen shows. You're not even here, bro.
I know they could have broken the news to me gently, not in front of millions of people.
I know, right?
By the way,
Band meeting,
I
guys.
know, right? Time out.
Hello, everyone. 1, 2, 3 says hi, Mama. I don't know if that's for Jaime or for Laura, but hi, or for me,
Or for Danny.
or for Danny.
Or for Danny.
yeah. Hi. I don't know.
Danny likes to be poked. So
Danny does like to be poked. As long as you're like looking at him dead in his eye, though, like you gotta make it personal. Gotta make it personal.
My one good
And
eye,
you-
yes.
And you mustn't blink.
Don't. Oh, that's gonna be weird now. So obviously, with Jaime not being here, you guys have to make conscious decisions. As you're moving forward, how are you guys dealing with not having him here? Obviously, not related to Taco King, but Tom
yeah.
King. Is he filling in for all these shows? You said there's a dual act happening. So is there backing tracks, or is it just gonna be guitar and like vocals and bass?
For that show, no, just gonna be vocals and guitar, vocals and bass.
Oh, okay.
No backing track for drums. He'll just be, won't be acoustic, but it'll be electric, but just drumless.
Cool.
Pared down. You know,
pared
that
down.
place, Spin Lounge. If you've ever been there, it's a smaller. It's a lounge, you know, so it's definitely a little more casual, a little more mellow, and so it actually fits to play a little quieter. And Jaime, actually, you remember we played there, but we played like an acoustic set there.
Acoustic set, yeah.
Yeah. I was using like brush sticks half the time. You know, it's just really laid back little spot. Cool place to be. You know, food's good.
Did you say you were using your breadsticks?
No, used
That
brush
too.
sticks.
Brush sticks. Got it. Okay, I was like, God damn, like the breadsticks must be hard there.
Brush sticks next time. You know, that might work.
All right, we need to go check out the Spin Lounge then. It's a cool spot out in Whittier. It's a popping little city out there. There's all kinds of fun things you can get into. So you guys need to come check it out. Are all the bands going to be being backed up with the fill-in drummer temporarily?
Just temporarily, yeah, okay. For now. You know, he agreed to help us out for some shows for the next few months. But yeah, and then we'll just play it by ear, and you know.
Yeah, we were talking about doing some stuff in the summertime. You know, the last time I went back home, and try to plan something, maybe spend a week and do a few shows together. You know, it shouldn't be that difficult to get back into the swing of things. You know, I actually bought for my first time in my life an electronic drum set, so I've been just jamming on that thing.
Electronic drums?
Yeah, an electric drum set.
Oh, man.
You know, the day I bought it, I was like, God damn it, I bought an E-kit. You know, just I was so anti E-kits, but then I bought this stupid thing, and I'm like, why did I wait so long? This thing's amazing. You know, so. And yeah, you know, just been playing, you know, sometimes along with the songs, and just trying to keep my chops up, and been jamming with a couple people up here, you know, a couple co-workers, and one of them's got a lockout little studio with a bunch of old gear, and jammed out a few times. You know, I haven't done it in a while because work got busy, but like once a week for about a couple months, we were doing that, which was kind of relaxing. But yeah, you know, we've been talking about them coming up here, me going down there to do something together, you know, because, I miss it. I personally miss it a lot. I miss the dynamic. I miss playing with the band. So it's definitely something I've been jonesing for a while.
And we miss you, Jaime. We really do. It may not seem like it, but we do.
I know. Don't worry about Tom King Taco here. He doesn't mean anything, okay? Jaime, he doesn't mean anything. He's just, you know.
We're going to have to use that nickname when we introduce him.
With tacos.
Plus, we're still writing, so we're not sure where that's going. We're come up with stuff with us, and then we'll see how we take it further with percussion, drums. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how close?
There's always things you can do. Switch things, send things to each other, you know. There's ways around it. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be an issue with that.
I mean, how many dates can you lock in the band now in Alaska? Like, if you guys to do like an Alaskan tour, how many dates can you get locked in?
Well, probably. I mean, if you're talking about big towns, maybe about 3.
All right, guys, we have
maybe two of those 3 would be in Anchorage. No, actually, I've been to a lot of spots up here. There's some smaller towns that I haven't visited, but there's always a place every night where you could probably listen to bands playing. But the big ones here are cover bands. You know, like there's cover bands everywhere, and if it's not a cover band, it's kind of like bluegrass. A lot of bluegrass I hear downtown during the summertime, and
we could do that.
Like, and then there is a dive bar here down the street called Bands that does have like some punk rock bands and stuff. But cover bands and karaoke are huge. Huge.
all I heard from that whole entire thing is that there is potential. There's an untapped resource at your disposal.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of you not being sad drinking at home like an alcoholic, and you're out there doing it for X amount of hours, you should be talking about this band. You should be getting at these fucking bar owners like, bro, I got this fucking slamming ass band from LA. Yeah, we'll come here and fucking wreck this motherfucker for 3 days.
Yeah.
Does Taco King have a
absolutely.
stage? Does Taco King have a stage?
No, Taco King doesn't have a stage. We wouldn't be playing at Taco King.
okay.
No.
Can we throw some like some sea lions or
big
some
enough.
otters and shit and make a stage out there or what?
No, but in the summertime, there's a place, driving towards Seward where you could get some beluga whales off the shore there, and maybe we can trap a couple of them and play on top of one.
Okay, you just said beluga whales. Never heard of that. And what do you mean you can just buy beluga whale like like
Maybe
meat?
you trap one. You can see them off the water, from the beach sometimes. There's this place up north. I haven't seen them yet, but it's like a wildlife conservatory, and there's like an area where the whales will actually swim up there. You can see it within like 100 to 200 feet.
Oh,
in
but
the
you don't
water
like.
while you're standing on land.
Okay, but you're not like buying them and like eating them up or anything like that. You're just like.
No.
Oh,
but,
okay.
If you guys want to build a stage, a
Okay.
unique one.
Gotcha.
we
That makes a
can
lot of
try to
sense.
trap one.
Build it on a fucking beluga whale. That's fucking. I dig that shit. You guys can call this beluga whale tour of the
There
fucking
you go.
of Alaska.
Smell like a beluga tour.
So right now with the new songs, these are the last things that Jaime got to do with you guys before he moved away.
Yeah.
Has the writing dynamic changed anything since he's been gone, or did Jaime not even have any input when he was here?
No, I mean, of course he had input, but usually the way we approach songwriting is, one of us, it'll usually be me or Danny. Most of the time it's me. Danny comes in with a lot of song ideas too, but, I'll come in. Lately I write more on the bass. I used to, play guitar, so of course I would write songs on the guitar. Now I write on the bass. So the bass has kind of been a driving, force in the newer stuff that we've done over the last couple of years. And so I don't think it's really changed the dynamic much. No offense, Jaime. I mean, of course, you added a lot, but because the writing is stemming from, a lot of the times from me, it's still kind of on that same track. But of course, yeah. I mean, whoever's playing with us is going to have an impact and is going to maybe, shape things.
Jaime, she said you don't contribute enough. What the fuck, bro? You don't put it in enough effort.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
I get it. I got to put in more work. No, but she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Like sometimes, depending on the, let's go back to like when they would first come in and like play me something, just listen to it and kind of like throw my own spin into it, try to just come up with something on the fly. And like, sometimes it would work perfectly, and other times it'd be like, hey, why don't you try it this way or that way? So sometimes it was spontaneous and it was just automatic, like we'd all just flow perfectly, but there's other times where we have to work on it. There's sometimes it could be a challenge. It's like, fuck, why can't I figure this one out? But sooner or later it starts to work, and then sometimes some songs just keep evolving. We switch them around, after playing them for a couple months. So the creativity is constant, like sometimes I personally have a hard time keeping myself from playing something different or doing a fill or a little different. It's, it's the punk rock in me, I guess. I try to just be more feel than anything else than being perfect every single time I play a particular song. Like there's some days where the vibe is just a lot more intense, so I'll play a little bit faster or slower if it requires it. But I think the way we've always written is while the ideas come to Danny and Laura fairly quickly, like getting them to the end result sometimes could take weeks. We feel we're happy with it, and then a few weeks later, we're like, hey, why don't we try it this way? Or I had an idea about this here, or something like that. It's sometimes it's long. I get jealous of some people that I hear, like like a Billy Joel or some other major artist. It's like, yeah, it took me like 5 minutes to write that song, and they made millions of dollars with it because the first thing I think of is that's fucking bullshit. I don't think anybody can come up with a ditty so quickly. It's like it takes not just them, but producer after producer, and then record after track after track after track. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous for someone to say, "Oh yeah, it took me 5 minutes to come up with that one." Maybe the hook, maybe the lyric, maybe the something, but it's never done in 5 minutes. I don't care who you are. It's when you're creating, you're changing it all the time. And maybe some of that has to do with us trying to perfect it when we shouldn't. We don't have anybody in the band here that tells us, "Hey, stop it. It's perfect the way it is." We just feed off each other and let each other do our thing.
I mean, as it should be organic. Let the things do what it needs to do, right? Let it grow its roots.
Yeah.
Let it transform. Speaking of which, I do have a little bit of video. I pulled up some little archive footage from the Pigs Vault. And we have, we've been talking about all the new stuff. This is, I forgot what episode this was, 300 and...
Yeah, that was like, 3 years ago?
396. We are now episode 518 today.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't do math fairly fast. I don't know how many episodes that is, but I mean... let's check this out.
I hope it's not the song we messed up on.
Look, there's Jaime right there drumming.
All these angels tear me. Wanna break free from the city. These goddamn angels tear me.
By the way, I just need to know, Danny, why do you have an arrow pointing at your penis on your guitar? Just curious. I mean, well, why not, right? Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
The poke thing, I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
got it. Poke here is what you're saying. Got it. That makes sense. You guys sound amazing together. I can't wait to see you guys regroup soon enough. The new song is also fucking incredible. I love how it sounds. Tell me a little bit about the new track. Do you feel you're in a different direction compared to what you guys used to be, or is it kind of still on that same mindset, wavelength, and sound that was, the older stuff?
So I think it's an evolution from the older stuff. It's certainly there's a common thread there, but I think this last recording, the song that you played, Days and Days, it really, I think, is the first time where I feel like our sound was captured in the way that we have been hearing ourselves for a long time. But also our songwriting, I think, has just gotten better collectively as a trio.
Now that Jaime's gone, you're saying.
Got
it.
Exactly.
Damn it! You read between the lines.
Sorry.
No.
You're not doing enough, Jaime.
And so the cat who recorded us, he's actually Chicano, also East LA dude. Manny Nieto is his name, and he's the one who recorded these 4 songs, and he really I think he just elevated what we brought to the table. Of course, it's all of us doing what we do, but he definitely had a big hand in that and just pulling stuff out of us, and just even the little tweaks that he made, suggestions along the way, nothing major, like in the moment, it didn't seem like anything super transformative, but then you look, like, I go back and I listen to the original stuff, how it was written compared to what he did, and it's like, wow, that's when I really realized, like, having that outside ear and that outside perspective coming in and just giving it that little boost is like, it's like, it could go from, it's like a 180 sometimes for the song.
And that's insane to even think about. I mean, you have the Rick Rubins, the Rick Rosses out there that are just these intelligent and incredible people that help shape a band. I mean, I feel that they have what they got going on, and then you got somewhere like, hold on, we can make that a little bit better. How about we try that and just change the whole dynamic? Even with like Fat Mike and his record company, gets all the NoFX bands sound the same. The Fat Mike sound, or the NoFX sound.
Yeah.
So it's incredible to just know that you can have an idea, and then with a little bit of help, you can even get that shit even further than what you thought, that thing was gonna be. So
Yeah.
I think what Manny was best at is he didn't really come in and like Laura said, he didn't request anything too crazy, too outrageous. I think really what he figured out sometimes is like, hey, just try it this way, see what it sounds like, and then like Laura said, an outside opinion just works out. But the best thing about what Manny and what a lot of better producers do, the good ones, right, the great ones that have the ear to engineer and then have the ideas in their head and how to mold this music that's not theirs and that's precious to people, right? It's like our art, and to suggest certain things and change this art in a way that it wasn't like, offensive. He didn't come in thinking that, we're a bunch of amateurs. I totally respected every single one of us, super down to earth guy. We connected on a personal level, growing up in the same city and experiencing, the transformation of LA. He used to play at Al's Bar when Danny and I used to play in a band called Distortion Felix. So he knows where we're from, so. And then the fact that he was down the hall from our rehearsal studio was even better, because it just made the whole thing just a lot more comfortable. And his approach to us was really, really cool. Like, none of us felt like any kind of negative vibe, it was all just great. And I think that's why he kind of, in the end, got us how we always wanted to sound like, Every other recording we've ever done, it's us, but it just didn't quite get all the tones. And this guy nailed it pretty well, and I think that has everything to do with how he is and who he is, as a human, as a human.
As a human. When you are in the studio with this gentleman, how do you try to describe what you're trying to do? You just do what you're doing, and then he kind of helps elevate, or do you let him know, like, hey, we're looking for this, and we want this vibe? Like, how does that kind of like translate in that conversation?
So the way it worked with him was he actually knocked on our door. As Jaime mentioned, he had his recording studio at the time at the same building where we rehearsed, in downtown rehearsal, over in downtown LA. And, we're doing our thing. We're rehearsing. I think at the time, we were getting ready to play some gigs. And so we're just running through our set, just repetition, right? And, he came to us and knocked on the door one day and, just introduced himself and was like, said who he was. He's like, I just want to let you know, I've been listening to you guys for a few weeks, just walking up and down the halls. I can hear your music and I really dig it. So that kind of set the tone, and we ended up getting back in touch with him. He told us that he's an engineer. He put it out there. We weren't even thinking about recording at the time. Honestly, like we were just kind of focused on doing live shows and writing, but not really thinking about recording. It wasn't on our radar. So when he approached us with that, we talked about it, the three of us, and so we're like, oh, well, let's just talk to him some more and kind of feel him out some more and see. Got a good vibe, he had good energy. And so his approach is he does like pre-production. So he comes in and we do a live basically session where we're in our studio running through the songs. And we kind of started off with saying, these are the songs that we think we want to record. And he whittled that down to 4. So he heard, like, I think we might have played a total of, 8 or 9 songs for him at the time. Mm-hmm. And so he said, out of those, these are the 4 that I'm hearing that are like, recording, worthy of your time to go in and record. Not that the other ones weren't, but like if we only have a finite amount of time, let's focus on these 4.
These are the bangers out of these right here. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And so then from there, he just came back in a few more sessions to do some more pre-production. Actually sat down, jotted down some notes. And then he gave some feedback and some suggestions. Like with Jaime, I know he asked him to do some different things, like play the polyrhythm, right, on days
Play
and
better.
days. And
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, play better. You play like shit. No. He totally made me do a polyrhythm as opposed to, I already forgot what other rhythm I was doing before that. And it's the first time I ever heard polyrhythm in my life too. So, that's that was something I learned that day. Oh, that's what you call that? A polyrhythm? Cool. Okay, I'll do it.
I don't even know what that is. I never even heard of a polyrhythm.
It changed the song, it made it completely different. And that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, okay, I never would have thought of this.
Instead of going dap dap, go to do dap dap.
Yeah,
got
it. So after I did, I wrote down polyrhythm. So I kind of remember that.
We got to listen to the first the what we open up with. What was the name of that track again?
Days and Days.
Days and Days. And once again, fairly new, only been out for a couple months. And then we have a brand new track that's only been out for a few days. Tell us a little bit about Out of Time.
Yeah. So Out of Time is it's a song that was inspired, I think, during the height of the pandemic, maybe like the second year into the pandemic. And, the political landscape is like a freaking, zoo and a circus at the time. I mean, it still is, but back then, we had Trump, I think, still. And so there's a lot of stuff. The QAnon stuff was really like, making the headlines like every day. Yeah. And so that was a backdrop. And then there's all these like weird news stories coming out, of things, obviously things that were happening at the time. And so this song was inspired by a story that made the rounds in the news. And it was about a woman and her 3 kids. And I'm a mom, and I mean, I remember at the time, and, and of course the media highlights this stuff, right? When they think it's relevant, but this is something that happens all the time. But at the time I felt like I was hearing about it more than usual. And, she just does some crazy stuff with her kids. She ends up hurting them. And basically, as a mom, I sat there and I thought, like, what would drive a person to do something like that, as a human being, not even just as a mom. And it's like perception is reality, right? You go down the rabbit hole of these conspiracy theories and you start believing all of this weird shit. And, for you to start harming your own, like what drives somebody to do that? But my song wasn't like, it's not a rebuke, or it's not like, where I'm trying to be self-righteous and, talk about this story or about, this person. It was more a reflection on just the human condition. And like when you, as a person, get to a point where things just are distorted in your mind, and what drives you to that. And as the person looking in or looking from the outside in, it's like, how are you supposed to interpret that or take that,
Was this the lady who drowned her kids in the car?
Not in the car. See, there was a lot of different stories that had that similar theme, but no, this was actually not in the car. But it was she did actually, I think she did drown her kids, if I remember correctly.
Number one, I hope I never have to relive another pandemic. If we do, it'll be wild. It really was a testament to see how humans are just fucking stupid. I mean, I work with the general public and in fucking retail. People are fucking stupid. If you guys are listening, you're probably fucking stupid. I'm sorry. You're just dumb. There's no common sense. Let's do the most outrageous, stupid thing possible. It was a testament that, like, maybe a meteorite shouldn't go knock us out because we just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Really dumb shit. And for the people who need to be the strongest are not, especially when you have 3 little fucking humans that you got to take care of and do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Definitely throughout that whole thing, the only thing that was the most entertaining was people in this mask and what they were wearing when they would go out and as mask and whatnot. So I got to see some creative things with that. That was the most of the creativity. Other than that, everything else was just stupid and just dumb.
Yeah, no.
Fucking humans.
So that's what this song is inspired by, is
Fucking humans.
Fucking humans is, yeah.
Fucking humans.
That basically sums it up.
God damn. All right, let's take a quick little break. Let's go let's check this thing out so we can say fucking humans. Jaime, don't go nowhere, all right? Don't freeze on us. We're going to play on this real quick. We'll be right back.
Hello? Mr. Statham? Yes, this is him. I know we talked about getting you on Pigs Radio, but it's a little surprise you're on now. So if you don't mind saying hi to Mario and the best Jason Statham, can you just say, hey, babies, listen to Pigs Radio and Mario 81.
Listen, babies. Listen to Pigs Radio, Mario 81.
In case you guys don't know, we're chicks, and we love listening to Pigs Radio.
You never know. You just never know.
Hi, my name is Patty, and I survive instant death every day by listening to Pigs Radio.
Welcome to PigzRadio.com. We got a lot in store for you, so strap on and bend over. Pigs Radio! Once you come, you won't let go. Pigs Radio! Sit right down and enjoy the show.
Once you come, you won't let go. Hanging out with the Howling Faith, episode 518, all the way from 396 is what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. your music is so interesting. It throws me back. It gives me like these crazy 90s vibes. I don't even know how to even describe it. Real quick, Jaime, as you're out there in Alaska, how are you describing your band if you're doing any work for the band while you're out there and shit? Because obviously you don't do enough work.
No, not as often as I used to back home, right? But no, I mean, you meet people up here. Where I work, obviously, I meet a lot of musicians from all over town. So, through conversation with either people that work with me or people that I meet, the name's getting out there. The local bar down the street where I go to frequently put our sticker on their fridge. So, that's kind of a cool move.
We've made it now.
We made it. We're big in Anchorage now. We're right next to Betty Boop Motors.
You're only
Betty Boop car lot. I forget what town it was back home. The Betty Boop used car lot.
That wasn't
Long.
That was in Long Beach, I believe.
Yeah.
Right across the street from the.
There's a sticker of that fucking place on the fridge of this bar. When I walk in, I'm like, oh shit, that's weird. All the way up here, they got a sticker. But yeah, people ask, I get a lot of feedback from them, and they're like, yeah, I mean, what do you guys sound like? And so, it's like, yeah, it's like, desert surf rock. And they were like, oh, that sounds cool. And then, they'll go on and either, whatever platform they use, they listen to it and they come back to me. It's like, yeah, I heard your stuff. It's actually really, really cool. Like, I get a lot of good feedback about it because there isn't a whole lot, like I said before, there isn't a whole lot of original bands up here, So when someone up here hears something, that's, and for me at this point, I'm not a local yet, right? Because I'm not in the band up here. But like when they see someone who's from here, they fully go out and support. They tell you they're going to play somewhere, and when someone tells you, "Oh, I'll totally be there," they're totally there. It's like it's what you would expect from people back home when they say, "Oh yeah, I'll go check you guys out," and then there's so many things to do in LA, right? The choices are endless, so the chances of people showing up is slimmer. But here, it's such a small community. There's like maybe 300,000 people here. So word of mouth is everything in a town this small. I still call it a town because it's a city, but it feels small towny. It's so yeah. I mean, people are looking for something original up here.
All I'm hearing is that you are tapping into the network so that by the time the band really hits the fucking streets out there, you should be selling out shows from all the fucking local natives. So you better be putting more stickers on more fucking igloos or whatever it is they got fucking in Alaska, and you fucking get the word out. But desert surf rock, as I was listening, and no way even the first thing that came into my head right now when I was listening was Doors. But not because you sound like the Doors, but because of the feeling that it gave me. But the desert surf thing, I was just like, okay, like I don't want to say druggy and shit, but it's very like mystic and like far out, but not. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Far out, but not.
Interesting. No, that's I'll take that.
We're gonna quote you. Far out. They're far out, but not.
Far out, but not. So the desert surf rock.
When I first heard this last song, it sounded kind of dreamy to me too. Just the way the guitars are. It's almost hypnotic to me sometimes when I was listening to that song when we were, mixing it and stuff. I kept hearing it. I'd close my eyes, and sometimes that guitar sound would kind of like, that was really high, but
that too.
It gave me that kind of feel.
I want to hope that was a good face that he made, not a bad face.
That was a good face.
But definitely the guitars are very, very hypnotic on there because it does like it blends in while you're singing, but then like you have a couple of like solos on there where it's dominant and it just comes right in. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Like I heard it here, and then it comes in again, and like right when it's supposed to, so I can see how it becomes hypnotic.
Cool.
Yeah, no, and we've heard. I've actually, you mentioned the '90s. That you kind of get that '90s throwback kind of vibe, and I'm always surprised to hear that reference, but I shouldn't be because a lot of people have that similar reaction. They have like, or they hear like a 90s thing going. I don't hear it, but that's not to say that it's not there, you know? You know, I'm in my own little bubble. So yeah, it helps to hear what other people hear because I'm not necessarily attuned to that. But yeah, you're definitely not the first person to mention the 90s thing.
Interesting. Okay. Obviously, it depends on your taste of music and what you listen to, what you like. I just hear different ambiances and different things. And once again, I don't feel like it categorizes under that at all, but I get that sense, that element, that one smell that brings you back to that one place. And like, oh, I remember that a little bit, but it's different. But it's the same, but not. But weird. But far out, but not far enough.
So like nostalgic a little bit, maybe?
Somewhat.
Okay.
But not. Because obviously it doesn't remind me specifically of a band or anything like, oh, it sounds like Pearl Jam, right? Like nothing like that, but it sounds very experimental, very like, a lot of those 90s progressives, but not. But I love at the very end, you guys like wrap it up and like come in hard with it. I'm like, oh shit, like, like you caught my attention now. Like I'm like into it. Like whatever's happening, obviously this is the part of the story where, oh shit, hit the fan, you know? Like it was it was a really cool fucking breakdown at that part. Or even like getting into it. Because it very so
out of a mind, she's out of time, and this is what it sounds like.
And this is the part where she drowns her kids, and now we're singing about it. But
honestly, when I wrote this song, and when we were coming up with that part, I had that in mind. I'm like, I want to have like this sharp, kind of abrupt, let's launch into this like really frenetic kind of energy. And it's because I wanted to basically end the story with that, to kind of just highlight for whoever's listening. Like, there's a story there. There's a story there. So.
Absolutely.
So,
holy shit! The music is great. Jaime, you're not part of the band right now, so we're gonna have fill-ins with not King Taco, but Tom King, not Taco King. No
Taco
relation.
King.
No relation. Maybe we'll have a hologram of you. Maybe in the next couple of shows. I don't know. The technology is there. Ooh. Tupac did it. We can do it for Jaime.
True.
We'll get you in for a hologram with a backing track. Or live. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll beam you in, Scotty. And you should be doing massive amounts of work. You need to infiltrate the locals, pretend that you belong there, and then that way, by the time the band comes up this summer, that you will have 3 sold out shows at your 3 local wateries.
All right, you said it.
I'm Alaskan every day, and I'm grinding my own coffee beans now.
Well,
that was a big change.
When you're not grinding your own coffee beans, you're hanging out at the bars. So we need more stickers. We need stickers at all the bar tops, at all corners. You need to go wild to where you're going to get arrested for defacing property with the Howling Faith stickers. How many do you have now on inventory? Because if you don't have more than 1,000, we got a problem.
Yeah, I personally am running low because everywhere I go,
you got to reorder
one somewhere. They're all over downtown. I'll tell you that.
Good. That's what we like.
But this was like, this was before the snow, so some of them may have, fallen off by now. I don't know.
They're in view of all the best urinals in town.
You put them at every goddamn glory hole so that people can see them when they're like down there.
Captive audience, yes.
We don't discriminate. Everyone out there for having a good time can have a good time with the Howling Faith.
You know what, Jaime? On second thought,
you know what? I can see why they don't want you in the band now because you're hanging out in glory holes and not putting those stickers out. Oh, it's good shit. It's good shit. Once again, what are the dates coming up that we can go check you guys out, and what cities?
April 17th, San Pedro de Sardine. April 28th, Spin Lounge in Whittier. May 9th, Cinema Bar in Culver City. May 31st, Figueroa Mountain Brewing Company in Santa Barbara.
Damn. There's a lot of dates, guys. You guys need to go follow the band across all those favorite social media of yours. poke, like, subscribe. I don't know, whatever the fuck you got to do. The Howling Faith, all one word. Don't worry, guys. So they have a drummer related to Not King Taco. So Tom King's going to be filling in while Jaime's playing Alaskan tippy tops out there with Alaskan people and shit.
Yeah.
So, but once you're done, I mean, is there plans to come back at all and feel that California sun?
It's a 2-year commitment, you know. But like I said earlier, you know, there's plans for us to come back and forth. We haven't said anything in stone yet, but we're all definitely open to making some things happen, you know. But no, my intentions are to come back, of course. You know, like the experience has been amazing. Don't get me wrong. You know, this place is nothing like California. It's the exact opposite. I get to see the seasons change. First time in my life, you know, like, wow, there's snow and it's cool and I'm driving through it, you know, I'm stepping on it every day. But everyone here is like, I'm just sick of the fucking snow. It's when it stops snowing. And then, it fell the other day after about 2-3 weeks of nothing. And everyone at work is complaining, fucking snow, man, I'm so sick of it. And then when I get home, I kind of like get out of my car and look up. I'm like, oh, this is still nice, you know? So I'm still appreciating it. But I'm sure by next year, I'll be like over it too, you know?
Fucking snow. I think I've only seen the snow once or twice, and I don't know. Overrated.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's fucking cold.
I think I've been
Gets
around
wet.
snow before I got up here like for 6 hours total combined in my entire life. So,
how long does it take to get to where you're at?
as far, what do you mean, like flying?
If I was to fly to you and I'm gonna go hang out with you in your fucking bars, I'm gonna go check up on your work to see how many stickers are out. Like, how long will I have to travel to get to you?
Direct flights take about 5 hours, but if you stop at SeaTac, it can take like 8. But the only direct flights I find are like at midnight. You know, you have to show up here by 1 a.m. or leave by 1 a.m. But 5 hours if you can do a red eye.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
I mean,
it's
and then you have direct access to the airport. Or do you have to come pick us up in like in a dog sled and shit?
No dog sleds. You know, Friday was a few weeks ago, so that's when you get to see all the dog sleds and shit. But no, actually, there's paved roads. There's
indoor plumbing
coffee places like Starbucks. We actually have malls here, and
indoor
and like 1 or 2 used car lots.
Wow. Okay.
You know what we don't have?
Drugs.
Fucking There's no fucking Jack in the Box here.
Oh, no Jack in the Box? What the fuck?
No Jack in the Box tacos? Wow.
They
got Taco King
Wendy's, though. They got Taco King. They have Taco Bell, which, by the way, Taco Bell up here is like gourmet food price. You know, it is way expensive. You know, back home, Taco Bell is like, you know, Thursday before payday, get the 3-for-1 kind of deal. Up here, it's like, that'll be $20, you know, for your...
I hate to break it to you. You haven't been here in 10 years already, but shit is that expensive here, too. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, it's just not a...
I thought it was just happening here.
Nah, I'm surprised everything's not a lot more expensive out there, because I would assume that you would need to get...
It actually is.
Okay.
You know, the hardest thing you can find up here is fresh fruit and vegetables, obviously, because nothing grows up here. But, you know, I'll tell you, potato chips are super expensive because they're so fragile, you know? They charge you like $8 for a bag. Oh, and if you want a deal, you got to buy like 5 bags, you know, unless you go to Costco. But yeah, there's some items that are more expensive just because, but the cool thing is there's no sales tax. So that kind of like offsets it a little bit, you know?
It's only 10%. What are you talking about? That's just, I'll fucking pay tax for 10% versus like a couple extra dollars on some shit.
No, it balances out to about the same, you know? I mean, from what I purchase and for what I buy, but, you know, but when you buy big items like a TV or a fucking mattress, you don't get charged sales tax for that either. So, you know, when I bought my car, that was like easy $3,000 that I saved just by buying it here instead of in California.
So
there's no sales tax.
When you come back this way, are you driving or are you leaving your car out there?
Yep.
Wow.
No, I'm driving through Canada, through
all
of it.
Shit. That sounds cool.
Yeah. It's gonna take like maybe 2 weeks, but
I think the band should join you for a little bit of that road trip. Maybe you guys should hit up some fucking spots on the way down.
Yeah.
And go play live. Some people. See,
would not
I got
be a
ideas,
bad
guys.
idea.
We're having a band meeting right now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely what I'm planning on doing.
And definitely we need to go check on Jaime's work to make sure that he's stickering every fucking bar seat, bar stool, glory hole, everything that Alaska has to offer that we can put a fucking sticker on it where the snow's not gonna get to it. That's where we want it. And you better be telling everyone out there, all your new Alaskan friends, about your awesome desert surf rock band.
Absolutely.
I don't know. That face didn't tell me confident that he's told enough people yet.
I'm like, I got some work to do.
Once again, guys, go to the website, follow them on social medias, like, subscribe, poke, follow, go to the shows. There's a handful of shows coming up without Jaime. So if you're not a Jaime fan, it's all good. Now's the time to go and check out Taco King guy, Tom King, perform and getting it down. And that way, when Mr. Alaskan comes back, the seat's still warm. The band is still just moving and grooving. So, well-oiled machine on the horizon.
Yes, that's the plan.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
we're gonna manifest it. That's what's
You're
happening.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And then we need to get you guys back into the studio and play a little bit of live. We get some new tracks. Play the new ones here.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're planning on releasing the next. The next one is probably going to come out in June. Sometime in June, and then we're trying to space them out. Like one every couple of months. Because then after that, we don't have any other new material. So,
Got it. Yeah.
And that's a whole other conversation, about do we want to record some more stuff?
I'm still not pulling enough work. Yeah, I get it. I get it. These are tough conversations that need to be had.
Yes.
Sometimes you do get 10 to 12 inches of snow up here, people.
Yeah.
That kind of keeps you from sticking a sticker on a porta potty.
See, he's already
putting out excuses. Yeah. I hear it.
Mitigating
already.
the fallout.
I already. You know what? If you can't go out to go sticker, you could be working on other things like your fucking hologram and your fucking everything else that needs to happen. So
just keep talking about us, Jaime. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
Just keep talking to people about us. No, but yeah, it's we'll definitely, we need to be back in here, hopefully with you, Jaime.
Yeah.
Have the whole crew back.
See, that would be one of the days that I would fly back for.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah. See.
So we'll get a date on Saturday for a live performance. We'll get a live performance on Friday somewhere, and then we'll cap it off with PIGZ on a Sunday. So we get 3 dates of 2 dates of live performance. Well, 3 days of live performance, but actual podcasts and stuff with one of them. So
yeah,
I like it.
Let's do it.
That would be fun.
See, guys, I don't know if I'm part of the band or not, but I mean, meetings are happening, words are being said, the executive decisions are being made. I don't know.
We'll give you some stickers too.
Woo! See, give me more, because I'll post them at every glory hole that I know of. We want to get the word out and let people know, in case you don't. The Howling Faith. They tell stories in their fucking in their songs. Stories you might want to know about.
Happy-go-lucky songs, yes.
Yeah. You get woken up for real. Thank you guys for coming down, hanging out, sharing with us the new tracks that had just been born 2 months ago and a couple of days ago. Sound great. I can't wait to hear the next 2 of them the next couple months. So it's an epic novella saga that you guys need to stay tuned for, because in 2 months you guys get the continuation of the next track. Can we at least get the name of it?
Yeah, it's called 25 Miles.
Is that how long it takes fucking
Jaime
to go put a sticker up or what?
Probably.
I put one up every 25 miles. There's not a whole lot going on up here,
that makes a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. Once again, go like, subscribe, follow the band. There's a handful of dates coming up. Come out, support. Do you guys have merchandise to sell? Do you guys have shirts or tangas or anything?
You know what, tangas? That's a good idea.
You should get some tangas in
there. Do you want to be our manager?
I have ideas. I have nothing but ideas.
Yeah, no, we've got T-shirts. We finally got around to making some T-shirts. Thanks to Danny, who helped get that going. And we had kudos. Actually, I should shout out the artist. Her name is Caroline Portillo. Yeah, and she's Portillo.
I like how she says it, but is that not how it's pronounced?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm pronouncing it the right anyway. But she hooked up the design for the T-shirt. So yeah, we have T-shirts to sell at shows now, and we have some stickers to give away, and we'll make our way to the tangas. And
there you go, some booty shorts. And by the way, I like how you said special thanks just to Danny, because obviously he's doing the work, and obviously Jaime, you're not collaborating and getting these shirts done. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
You can be emailing you got a shirt.
I wear it every other Thursday. I got one.
I mean, you're not wearing it now though.
No, I'm not. I'm wearing my Bates Hotel one. I'm the kind of person who, if I go to see X, I'm not going to show up wearing an X shirt.
Oh, okay, I got it. But this is self-promotion of your band, though.
No, I'm wearing it everywhere else.
Okay.
He's just not wearing it today.
Got it, okay.
We're here.
Because we're not on the right Thursday. Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. It's this coming Thursday I get to wear it.
Oh, okay. Guys, it's your next Thursday. Make sure you pick up your shirt. Can people buy it online, or is it only when they come see you live?
Right now, it's just when they come see us live. We're setting that up, so we move at a glacial pace. So.
Okay, it's all good. No rush. It's coming, guys. It's coming.
It is.
Hold on, it's coming. The band's gonna be able to take cryptocurrency too for forms of payments very soon.
And traveler's checks too.
Traveler's check.
Yeah.
Do they still have those? I think they still have checks. I don't know. Everything's so like bleep, blop, bloop, fucking pass your card, put your phone, wave your palm. I don't know. It's all fucking crazy. I don't like the world we live in, but we live in it now. Maybe maybe the meteorite will take out the right amount of people out. I don't know.
Well, there is an eclipse tomorrow.
Is there meteorites happening? Because there was a meteor shower, right, not so long ago, like fairly a couple days ago.
So all the stupid people look straight up into the sun.
Yeah, they're gonna get blind.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. Even with your fucking solar vision X-ray goggles, like, it's not good to stare at the sun. By the way, I like how they tell us that kids don't fucking stare at the sun. Everyone's like, hey, let's stare at the fucking sun. Like, no good can come from this. This is why you're stupid.
Moth to a flame,
I'm about to play the angry part of the song again to let people know, like, you're fucking stupid.
You're out of time, dude.
Out of fucking time. I wish the stupid people would go, like, drown themselves. They should. And leave all the fucking other ones just enough room to more food and everything else. But, stupid. On that note, fuck all the stupid people. You guys suck. Check out the band. The band is fucking awesome. Not like stupid people. Stupid people suck. And they're coming to a town near you. Plethora amount of cities around here. And Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it's Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
old stomping grounds.
Hella tight. Did you live, did you grow up there, or did you just move there?
No, I went to school out there. So I went to UC Santa Barbara. Yeah, I was in Isla Vista.
Little peachy party out there.
Fuck.
Don't get her started.
That's every college, though. I get like a little defensive. I'm like, dude, don't give me that shit.
No.
Every college party, No,
1,000%. But
it's
they always made it seem that like Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara.
It's because we're by the coast, and so we had like the perfect weather and like all these beautiful people. Like a lot of beautiful people did go to Santa Barbara, by the way. At least when I was there. I think even when I went recently, I saw them like, oh my god, there's a lot of good-looking people that come to the school. Yeah. But anyway,
go put some stickers over there, Jaime. Go get the beautiful people.
Yeah, but
stick them on their foreheads.
Yeah,
I think it's just the location, just being by the beach and
sunshine and not giving a fuck about anything and being rich. Yeah, I'd be nice. I'd probably look a lot better too.
Yeah, they're all graduating with C's.
Excuse me, I didn't.
C gets a degree, right? That's all that matters.
You know what? Winning is winning by an inch or a mile. I learned that from Fast and Furious. So fuck yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. But
ABC's top 3.
But Santa Barbara has its own fucking scene out there. Obviously, I think the desert surf rock should fit right in there just well. So that's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, man. Do some fucking work, goddammit. keep everyone, I don't know, safe in Alaska.
I'll make sure to put a sticker up at the top of Denali Mountain for everyone. So
perfect.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds productive. So yeah, you do that. Just don't hurt yourself. Do not hurt yourself.
You got it.
And once again, guys, follow the band at the Howling Faith, all one word. Follow them for all their dates. There's a handful of dates happening here in Pedro, Whittier,
Culver City, Santa Barbara.
Ooh, Santa Barbara. Not Anacrime, but Santa Barbara. So not like Anaheim. But you guys need to come out, support, come buy a shirt, and come say hi to the band.
Yes. Please do.
We don't bite hard.
Oh shit! There you go. Unless you want it. And on that note, Pigs out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yo, DJ, stop the music! Countdown! 5, 4, 3, 2.
Initiating shutdown sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! You're cool. Fuck you! I'm out.
This show may cause birth defects and or cancer. Void where prohibited in the Southern Red States. Official sponsor of the Special Olympics. Not really. 2% financing available for nothing. See your official Toyota dealer for recall as penalty for not buying American. This show may cause massive amounts of marijuana consumption. This show has been a joint venture of cockballs and ass. Free salad tossing available upon request. Visit robertreese.com. Sexual relations among cousins is not incest.
Thank you.